Yeah, yeah, yeah. Brooklyn. It's the WGIS, nothing less, giving it straight to your chest. Yeah, yeah. Know what? No chaser. Yeah, yeah. What's the name? It's the WGIS, nothing less, giving it straight to your chest. No chaser.
Welcome. Welcome. Another edition.
No doubt.
RunDown, WGI Sports Media. This your boy John, the drum major, with my
We in the
right hand
building.
man, my partner, Chef. What it do, King? What's happening?
Oh man, I'm good. I can't complain.
Yeah.
I'm good. What's good with you, man?
Got a little bit of the sniffles, but one monkey ain't gonna stop no show. You
Nah,
did.
nah.
Yeah.
If a snowstorm can't stop the game, definitely letting the sniffles stop a show.
Yeah. Sniffles ain't no sniffles gonna stop no show. You know what I'm saying?
Especially after what this weekend produced.
What? This weekend was crazy. And I'm doing this without Stephen A. Money. So imagine that's Stephen A. Money. You dig.
that name says a lot for this weekend.
Yeah.
Diggs.
Aside from that. But before we get into this, another exciting playoff weekend, sir.
Oof.
I'm just, of course, we gotta do our due diligence and
No
shout
doubt.
out sponsors. Let's see. Who I'm gonna start with today? Vlad?
Let's go with sugar. No, we did sugar last week, right?
Yes, let's go with raising your consciousness, raising your mind, raising your vibrations. We never did that first. We'll do them first tonight.
Okay.
Raise your consciousness, raise your mind, raise your vibrations, raise your elements. InspireMotivationalTees.com. That's INSPYAH. Motivationaltees.com. Cop yourself a nice t-shirt and sweaters. Motivational messages on cool graphics. Tees and hoodies, the most popular sale. Copy yourself at InspireMotivationalTees.com. Indeed. Graph Inks, multimedia, advertisement, and digital photography and entertainment and graphic design for any and all occasions. Quinceañeras, sweet 16s, wedding parties, divorce parties, stripper parties, tax refund parties, bar mitzvahs and the like, gender reveals and the like. whatever event you have, family barbecues, family reunions, whatever event you have, Graph Inks is the place to go for photography, advertisement, and multimedia. Graph Inks is the place to go. Go see them people. Great work.
That's it.
Yes, indeed. One thing I got to point out about Graph Inks, they do this dope feature where they combine color with black and white, where they target specific areas where they want in color, and they superimpose it with the black and white. Some dope stuff, people. They do stuff like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They crazy with it. So Graph Inks, go see them. www.grafink.X. You remember?
You caught me off guard. It's GRAFINKS.
INKS. Yes.
Yeah, hyphen INKS.
Hyphen. Log on www.graf-inks.com.
Caught me off guard, y'all. You caught me off guard.
It's all right. Hey, listen.
Caught me napping. Caught me napping.
We got to stay on the toes, brother. We got to stay on the toes. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Sugar Water Radio, Sugar Water TV. Shout out to Franchise New Girl. That's family over there. Building up the empire. Sugar Water TV, Sugar Water Radio. The Liquid Truth will soon come. I personally spoke to Franchise. The Liquid Truth is coming back very soon. That comes on at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Times on Thursday nights. They will be back, but they're restructuring, they're rebuilding, and they're gonna have big things. Big things are going in 2024, man. Big things are going in 2024. Vladimir, yes.
Hopefully we get some sunshine, 60 degrees too.
Yeah, we're gonna get all of that.
It's been cold like a mug out this week.
Yeah. Well, it's winter May. It's winter May. Y'all getting the tail end of it, huh?
Yeah, we are. It's
Mhm.
whipping through here, boy. Whipping.
Yeah. That January weather, man. That January weather. Global warming is spreading into places it don't even belong to sometimes.
Yeah, man. We
You know what I
need to
mean?
stop that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
we need to stop that.
Exactly.
Do your due diligence, people.
Yes. Do your
Please.
diligence. Log on to these sites I'm announcing to you. Log on and support.
Yes, sir.
Log on. Log
Do your
on.
due diligence. Support.
Exactly. www.sugarwatertv.
I seen a shirt.
Sugarwaterradio.com. Log on. Shit.
Listen, the kickboxing gloves are off.
You know what I'm saying?
You straight handing ass whoopings with hands.
Understand me? You understand? Understand? So what'd you say? You saw some shirts, you said? You saw some shirts?
Yeah. Raising my vibrations and consciousness. They got a new shirt out. I can't remember the name of the shirt. I was telling you about it. What's the name of that shirt, John?
Yes.
Not the I Am shirt. It was another one.
Yeah.
Just recently dropped.
Yeah, I think it was Perfect Whole Complete.
Yes, that one. Yes.
Yeah.
Yo, that was dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
Salute
They
to that.
hoodies, different flavor hoodies. Yeah.
Salute to that. Yeah, listen, I got to get in there, man. I got to really get in there. I got to settle down, pump my brakes, and get up in that shop and start shopping.
Yeah, for sure. Me too, man. Me too.
Caught me a nice little hoodie for the spring.
Yeah. So I was speaking to the owner of I know the owner, kind of know the owner a little bit. So I was speaking to him about the whole message about it, and he said that his mission is to have a movement. He said that the I Am brand is not about just having T-shirts; it's about a movement. So he said he's trying to raise the consciousness of the world through his art. I was like, you know what I mean? So
bravo.
Yeah. So he said at the end, he wants to have at least 1 million people in that mindset rocking a shirt saying I am. And at least 1 million. Like, wow, at least 1 million? He said, yeah, it could be done at least 1 million. He was like, there's like 8 billion people on this planet. He was like, I can't get 1 million.
Facts, man. Listen, come on. Stop it.
He was like, there's 8 billion people on this damn planet. I can't get 1 million to at least raise their vibrations and puff their chest out and say I am. You know what I mean?
No. Listen, if I stood on the corner with a sign that said $1, listen, you my mortgage would be paid for the year, my mortgage is paid.
Yeah. For life.
For life. Listen, straight up. You know what I'm saying? That's how we support each other.
Yeah, indeed.
Listen, I work, but I can't afford everything. So, $1, that'll get it done.
Yeah. Hey, you know what I mean? So
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's his mission. That's his mission statement, man. So salute to him.
That's what's up. Yeah, salute to him.
You know what I mean? But lastly, but definitely not least, shout out to Rock and Coach Lonnie.
Oh yeah.
Shopping, me and you was shopping up with Rock the other day.
Yeah, we were.
You know what I'm saying? It was good to see him. Him in good spirits,
Real good spirits, looking good.
Yeah, indeed. So a good shout out to Rock and Coach Lonnie. Yeah. Fat Boy Coffee.
Fat Boy Coffee.
Fat Boy Coffee, multiple flavors of gourmet coffee. Up for your first purchase, you get a discount of 20%. I'm getting confused. Is it 10% or 20%? I know last show I said 20%. Am I correct in saying 20%?
Am I lacking on this? How was this information getting past me? It's 10%.
It's 10%.
Yeah.
So correction, folks. Last episode, last show, I said 20%. I was incorrect. My apologies. It is actually 10%. I think we've been saying 10% all this time. So the correct discount is 10%. So it'll be a 10% discount upon your first purchase of a bag of Fat Boy coffee using the code WGIS1. Using code again, WGIS1, you get 10% discount on your first bag of Fat Boy gourmet coffee, different flavors, delicious flavors. So get yourself a bag. Support our boys Coach Lonnie and our boy Rock, distributors of the brand.
No doubt.
Now that we got that out the way, Vlad.
You take a deep breath. All right, I'm ready.
Let's talk about what happened this past weekend, sir.
Oh.
Let's talk about what happened this past weekend, sir.
Oh, no doubt.
First off, salute to Jordan Love and CJ Stroud. Let's talk about these.
Let's salute them. Let's salute them.
Yes. Yes. Salute these young black quarterbacks.
They get the horn.
Yeah, yeah. Clock struck 12 for CJ Stroud. Unfortunately. But listen, he has nothing to hang his head about. He has nothing to be ashamed about. This kid had a great rookie campaign. Rookie of the year, no doubt. He got to get it.
No doubt. CJ.
Yeah, CJ Stroud, rookie of the year, hands down. He got to get that.
Yeah, facts.
Got to get that. No one else. No one else. CJ Stroud gets that.
I haven't seen performance like that for a minute.
No. He got to get that. But listen, I think it's the year of the Ravens, man. The Ravens dominated them 34-10.
Yeah.
Lamar, well-balanced game. 152 yards passing, 100 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns rushing, 2 touchdowns passing, 2 touchdowns rushing. The kid did it in all facets.
All facets, John.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
All facets.
Yeah. I mean, this is Jackson's time, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's Jackson's time. I got them going to the big dance. You know, they're gonna be going up against the Chiefs, but we're gonna get to the Chiefs real soon. We gotta save the best for last, Vlad. We gotta save the best for last.
Yo, disgusting display.
Yeah.
Disgusting display. I'm sick.
Yo, we gotta save the best for last, man. We gotta save the best for last, man.
I'm with it.
But the Ravens, they do what Ravens do, man. Well, yeah.
Listen, listen. That game had a slow start, right? But Steve Sims on that big 67-yard punt return.
Yeah.
That opened up the game a little bit. But for the first 2 quarters, I saw the future. I saw the Texans and what they're going to bring in the next 2, but they still got to upgrade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You still got to add pieces. You're not going to win a Super Bowl in the next 2 years if you don't make power moves. You got to bring in some more defense because that's what killed them. You couldn't stop the run. Jackson in the backfield was just killing them.
Yeah.
Lighting them up for yardage.
Yeah.
So while you got weapons on offense, they're definitely going to need some weapons on defense to stop these these corners and these runs. But they need a pass rush defense.
Yeah.
That will get them a step closer to the divisional side of the playoffs, and at some point they'll probably make it to the finals.
Yeah, to the championship round, right?
Yeah.
So the missing parts you feel is any particular position on defense that you noticed that the Texans was lacking in?
That front four, man.
The front four, pretty weak. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's pretty weak because they got that far on it.
Yeah,
but they got exposed when you have a team with a rushing quarterback like that can run.
Yeah,
they got exposed.
Yeah, and with someone like Lamar, you gotta have a spy on him.
You do.
Yeah, you really. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, you do. I remember the Giants had what was his name, Antonio Pierce. He used to sit in the middle and spy on
Yeah,
quarterbacks. That's how they won that last Super Bowl.
sure.
Had him sitting there right in the pocket waiting on what's his name that the Patriots and he was
Um,
watching.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, man. He was watching him. He was watching. He was kept an eye on him, and when he
Yeah.
needed to rush, he rushed up the gut.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, so you gotta have some strong corners, and
Yeah.
you gotta have a good middle of the field linebacker that could spy.
I can agree with that. I think the corners, I think the secondary need to be strengthened up a bit.
Yeah.
Get yourself a solid corner and a solid safety.
Yep.
Starters. Get yourself a nice get some outside, get an outside linebacker.
Yeah.
So, two out. The whole, the linebacking core. All together that needs to improve, step up a little bit. So yeah, I can agree with that. But with somebody like Lamar Jackson, you got to spy on him. You gotta designate someone to spy on him, and probably not even a linebacker, maybe even a safety for that matter.
Safety, definitely a
You know what I'm
safety.
saying?
Definitely a safety.
Which might be difficult when you're trying to scheme and play certain type of coverages with Lamar.
Yeah.
You may
Because
have to.
you lose a man.
Yeah. You may have to you may have to do you may have to do some stunts. Or for the sake of the argument though, if you're gonna do a linebacker, he got to be a speedy linebacker. You gotta the linebacker got to run at least a 4.5. You got side to side linebacker with quick torque, quick twitch, quick reaction. You gotta get another um, somebody like a Mika Parsons kind of sort of
Yeah, for
just
sure.
just to use him as a reference point. You gotta have somebody like that to spy on someone like Lamar.
Yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
offensively though,
Yeah,
the Texans got it, man. I mean,
yeah,
Nico Collins was on 67 yards, but like I said, it
yeah,
was all first half. All first half.
yeah.
Texans was step for step. It was keeping up with the Ravens, but come
Yeah.
on. I mean, it's Lamar Jackson. What can you do? What can you do? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It was exciting. It was an
Yeah,
exciting first half, but
yeah,
you could see the exposure just unraveling. Like you could see uh uh Lamar Jackson taking over, and it was
yeah,
showtime. And you could see it was all it was his legs because once you seen like the secondary kind of like lock down some of the receivers,
yeah.
Jackson took over, and you had nobody in the middle, like you said, a safety to cover him. You know what I mean? He was
Had
just
no
running
answer.
up the gut.
Yeah, had no answer. Had no
No
answer.
answer. No answer.
Indeed. So the Ravens advance to the AFC Championship game, and they will be playing Kansas City. But we're gonna get to them. But salute to CJ Stroud again, man. Once again,
Listen,
he has nothing to hang his head on. Yeah,
facts.
and so, but let's shift gears and talk about this other young man, Jordan Love, who played outstanding as well. Just those two crucial picks
Yeah,
that killed it for them. But hey, listen, um, they had the 49ers up against the ropes, man. They had the Niners up against the ropes. It was getting a little nervous.
it was.
It was getting a little nervous. It was getting a little nervous. But the two crucial picks to Dre Greenlaw kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit. But overall, Jordan Love had a fantastic season. There was doubts on Love. Last year he was struggling, but he got it together, and he
He
took him.
did.
Yeah, he got it together. He took him as far as he could take him, and I expect nothing but better seasons for him because he got it. They got him and CJ Stroud. They got it. So anything less than what they did now is regression. They got it.
Yeah, yeah,
They just keep going and doing what they're doing with this high end performance that they got.
yeah.
Uh, it's just a testament to these to these young quarterbacks, particularly the fact that they're black quarterbacks, how intelligent they are, how cerebral they are, how fast they're able to pick up the game.
Yeah.
These kids is coming out. Um, great to see, great to watch, man. So I'm looking forward to more years of watching them thrive and perform and do their thing, and then eventually be one of the premier quarterbacks in this league.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like it's like a tale of it's a story of two tales, man. I mean, when
yeah,
you look at it, two tales. You got one quarterback that's a rookie that didn't
yeah,
hold the clipboard, but he came in cerebral, and then
yes,
you had another quarterback that held the clipboard and learned
yeah, a little
from a
bit.
from a cerebral quarterback
That's right.
and elevated it and took whatever he learned to the next level.
That's right. Yeah,
And that's the future of the league right there. Those two are the future for their
yeah,
franchises.
agreed. Yeah, agreed.
You
Um,
know,
but on the 49ers end, man, they're one step away. They're going to be playing the Lions next week.
right.
Uh, shout out to Christian McCaffrey, 2 touchdowns, outstanding performance by Christian McCaffrey. Now, here's the thing
Facts.
about Christian McCaffrey. Um, you know, Colin Cowherd, made a comment. We spoke about this a while back. We didn't address it on the show, but Colin Cowherd made a while back, touting Christian McCaffrey as the most talented running back that he's seen ever. No, he touted him as the most talented running back ever. So I thought that was a bit of a reach, but I'm not necessarily a fan of Cowherd. I think he's way off.
Mhm.
There's a saying, a broken clock is right twice, but I don't even think he's on a broken clock level as far as his analysis opinions as well. I can't remember the time he was ever right. You know what I mean? But
I mean, you disrespecting a lot of running backs that came prior to McCaffrey. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I mean,
you
really,
know,
the most talented running back ever. Like,
nah.
come
Well,
on,
I mean, what are you trying to say about Barry Sanders,
yeah,
O.J. Simpson?
yeah, and
You know,
yeah, and it's not even so much Barry and OJ. I mean, that's a given. I mean, take all the Hall of Fame running backs out of it. You got running backs before him that has done what Chris McCaffrey has done. Chris McCaffrey has has when he was with Carolina has rushed for 1,000 and had 1,000 yards receiving. So he was a 1,000 yard back, 1,000 yard receiver at one point. But Roger Craig did that years ago with San Francisco, ironically, as a 49er. Roger Craig did that. He was the
what he sh-
first he was the first running back to do that.
yeah, what he should have said is in the last so years, he's one of the best backs that he's seen in the last so and so years. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I would agree to that. He is one of the best that we've seen in so many years. You know what I mean? In
yes,
this era.
yes. That I wouldn't argue.
Right.
McCaffrey is one of the best backs of these modern times.
Yeah.
Within I would dare to say within the past decade, he
Yeah.
is he is the best back out there. You know what I'm saying? He's like the Eminem of running backs.
Highly touted too. When he
You know
was
what I'm saying?
getting
Highly touted.
traded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the kid can ball, man. The kid can ball.
Yeah. I
You know what
wouldn't
I'm saying?
take that away from him, but
Yeah,
don't undermine the some of the best that came out and
yeah.
retired already.
Came before him. You talking about guys like Marshall Falk. Marshall Falk did that too. Marshall Falk rushed for 1,000 and received for 1,000.
Yeah.
You can't discount people like Marshall Falk. Come on, dude.
Do your homework, Colin.
You don't do that. You
Do
can't
your
you
homework.
can't discount dudes like LaDainian Tomlinson,
Oh, the LD.
LT, the other
LT.
LT. Yeah, you know what
LT
I'm saying?
San Diego.
San Diego, you know what I'm saying? LT.
Yeah.
I don't think he's done a thousand, but he's done close to that.
Yeah.
He's put up total scrimmage yards. He's put up numbers. Marshall Falk total scrimmage yards. He's put up numbers. Marshall did a thousand. Roger Craig did a thousand. So you can't you can't discount those dudes. You
No, you
saying that
can't.
McCaffrey's better than somebody like a Marshall Falk is blasphemous.
Facts.
totally,
Facts, Ja.
totally.
Facts. I'm gonna need them to walk that back.
Yeah, he got to. Yeah. Kyle Hurd definitely got to walk that back. That's very blasphemous. But shout out to the Niners in the pack. That was a great game.
Yeah, yeah. I
So
mean,
good.
um, on that another big play
Yeah,
was when Nixon on the punt return um in the third
yeah,
he should have just ran the ball out, but he got tackled from behind, fumbled the ball. Luckily he didn't. But it was
yeah.
a huge,
Oh
huge
man,
run back.
yeah. He was about to mess it up
It
badly.
it almost messed up the momentum for
Oh man, he almost. Oh man,
almost killed the momentum.
it sure did. It sure did.
And luckily for him, it was
Yeah,
one of his play teammates landed on the
yeah.
ball.
Oh my.
Ooh.
Oh
I was
my.
like, listen, this not in the game like this.
Yeah.
So Green Bay recovered the fumble
Yeah,
and with forward progress, which was a good thing.
yeah,
And it was like what 7 minutes in the third quarter, and Kraft scored the touchdown,
yeah,
and from Jordan Love, and made a 2-point conversion,
yeah.
and Green Bay was up actually at one point of the game,
They
close to the
were.
end of the game, they were up,
Yeah,
and it was Green Bay's to lose at that point.
yeah. That's
Or
right.
maybe it was San Francisco's to lose up, depending on who you're looking at as the underdog. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But it was such a tight game that you did even if Green Bay was the underdog, the undercard,
yeah,
you kind of like wanted to root for the bad guy. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Say
yeah,
hello to the bad guy.
yeah.
So it was kind of exciting. It was very exciting, very
Yeah,
exciting.
I
You know
think.
what I'm saying?
Hmm. I agree. I agree. It was a great game, man. Of course, but Dre Greenlaw sealed the deal. And I'm sure a lot of people was annoyed. I was kind of annoyed too that he was trying to play running back after he picked the ball off instead of just kneeling down. I'm like, boy, if anyhow he'd have fumbled that ball, they'd have punched that ball out of his hand.
It's
All of
like,
all
yeah.
of San Francisco would have.
They're like, what is he doing? The game is over. Kneel.
Yeah. You heard the announcers, right? He was like, he got to
Yeah.
go down. He's like, go down.
Go down.
He out there. He out there trying to be running back or whatever. Like, nah, dude. Listen,
Listen.
don't do that. Don't
Yeah,
do.
no, you could have blew it. You could have blew it, and it could
Yeah,
have been a momentum shift for sure.
yeah. Yeah. He said Kyle Shanahan got in his ass. Pause. Yeah,
Good.
yeah, yeah,
Good. What are you
yeah.
trying to do? Score a touchdown? Come on, there's
Right,
more
right.
games to
What
be
are you
played.
doing? Yeah. What are you doing? Yeah,
Come
yeah,
on.
yeah. Take it. Yeah, pick the ball off and take a fucking knee. Excuse
Yeah.
me. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah. So he acknowledged that Shanahan got on him about that. Like, dude,
Good. Good for Shanahan.
yeah, like, don't ever do
No. No.
that.
Listen, in the project management world, there's a report called Lesson Learned.
Yeah,
Trust me. That's going on the report.
I'm trying to tell you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But so, again, salute to Jordan Love.
No
Great game,
doubt. No
great
doubt.
season. Good job with the Packers. Great season.
That's what you want to see too. You want to see what's in store for the future, what's coming up for 2025, what's
Yeah,
going to happen in the next 5 years of the league. Who's
yeah,
gonna who's gonna come up? Who's gonna take the mantle?
that's right.
We're seeing that. We're seeing that right now. Because I think Kansas City after this, I mean, I don't think they have it after this.
Yeah,
This is their last run, man.
yeah. You
Yeah,
think so?
yeah.
Well, you know what?
Listen,
Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, listen, Mahone, since he's been in the league, I don't think he's ever got knocked out the playoffs in the first round.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't.
He's always made it past the first round.
Yeah, always, for sure.
And I'm sure that'll continue, but he's not going to the finals.
Yeah, eventually the pendulum's gonna swing.
Right. Age is going to catch
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Time's gonna catch up, and of course, this contract, there's salaries, and certain players you can't keep, certain players you can't trade. It's the ebb and flow. I mean, he's still reigning at the top. It's Mahomes. My personal opinion, Mahomes already played 7 seasons, and he's accomplished a lot in the 7 seasons.
Yes.
Um, if he played, add another 3 more years, once he play after he played 10 seasons, we can talk about him getting that gold jacket.
Oh, he's definitely getting it.
Yeah, you already know, right?
Oh yeah. He's definitely getting that jacket.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
and this is one of his I say strongest years, not his
yeah,
best years. I say that because he's playing healthy right now, as far as
yeah,
we know.
yeah,
So no tweaking in the ankles, no
yeah.
hamstring, anything. Because he seems to win Super Bowls when that happens. But it's gonna be fun to see him healthy and what
Right,
he does in the next round.
for sure, for sure. Yeah, yeah, indeed. But you know what? Being that we talk about him, let's talk about that game, Vlad. Why not?
Oh
Let's
my
talk.
gosh. Yeah,
wanted to, I
man.
wanted to save it. I wanted to save it for last, but I like the smooth transition. I like the smooth. Let's talk about it, bro. Let's talk about it, dogs. Ah, damn, Buffalo. Damn.
Ja, I ended last week's show stating that this is going to be Buffalo's year if they make it past Kansas City.
Yeah,
Josh Allen has to fight those Buffalo Demons off and not play a bad game. He's got to manage that clock.
uh,
He goes in there like a freaking gunslinger in the fourth quarter.
that's how he do, man. That's how he do.
He needed to slow the game down and he didn't.
Mm.
Run the ball, bro. That run the ball, get closer. Everything is going your way, and you
Yeah,
swung the pendulum by trying to do too much.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I'm not going to blame the kicker as everybody else probably is. That's
yeah,
not. That's not. It shouldn't have been on him.
yeah.
It should have never came down to him. To
No,
Bass
no,
should have never came down to Bass.
no, no, not at all. Not at all. Um, and it's like deja vu all over again, man. When the announcer said ride right, I said no, Scott Norwood.
You heard that, right? Oh
Ride
my
right.
gosh. I said to myself, come on.
And, Scott
Come
Norwood.
on.
Damn. I mean, you want to talk about deja vu? Damn.
It's
Damn.
like the clock, like you can see the clock just striking 12 as the
Yeah.
time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
You were like, what's that? At the 2 minute warning, ball is
Uh-huh.
in your favor. I think you just got the first down or something like that. Or
Yeah.
yeah, matter of fact, yeah, Josh Allen ran for the first down.
Yeah.
And they took him to the 2 minute warning.
Yep.
You were at the what, 40-yard line, 39?
Yep. 39 at the 40-yard line. Had Diggs, had Diggs in the soft spot, wide open.
Twice.
Yeah,
Twice.
yeah, yeah. But one of the other crucial plays. Well, first of all, two crucial plays that happened before that. To your point, Josh trying to get it all at one shot twice. With that deep ball. Why did they call that play? I don't know, because you just given Mahomes an abundance of time.
Too
Remember,
much time.
yeah, I mean, did we forget that Mahomes beat y'all in 13 seconds?
Yeah.
Well, not
Yeah.
beat y'all, but sent the game into overtime with 13 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, so basically, that's all that man needs. So
Exactly.
anything, anything 15 seconds and up, that's too much time for him. You know
Listen,
what I'm saying?
bench Kendarius, and then let your other wideouts go to work.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you don't need Kendarius in that 13-second
Yeah.
2-minute drill showdown. Yeah, you don't need him in there. That man has a drop seize, man. Listen, crucial moments nonetheless.
Damn it, man. Kadarius.
Yeah, but Josh Allen, I salute him all the way up until the fourth quarter, and that's when he
Yeah,
blew it. He blew it. The
yeah,
final 3 minutes of that drive
yeah,
could have been epic.
yeah,
It could have been epic. It would have been that final 3 minutes of that drive
yeah,
could have catapulted them to all the way to the finals.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean? Or at least it would have been a good one between in the AFC
yeah,
finals between
yeah,
Baltimore Ravens and Buffalo. You
yeah.
know what I mean? You got
Uh-huh.
one gunslinger pocket passer who could also, can run out of the pocket and turn a negative into positive.
Yeah,
And then you got another one. That's all he does is he could gunsling it,
yeah.
but his legs do majority of the. Oh, Uncle Ruckus is in the building.
Wait a minute. What is happening here?
Uncle Ruckus is in the building.
Who invited this guy? I didn't.
Oh, Uncle Ruckus is in the building.
He just coming ahead, Debo. Debo
Debo
show.
Doge. Listen, he Debo'd. He
What
Debo'd.
you
He
got on my
Debo'd.
sports? What you got on my
We
sports, Craig?
Kansas City and the Bills right now. That's what we up to. How Josh Allen could have had a nice, crucial 3-minute drill drive and blew it in under 2 minutes.
Yes, yes. But before we get into it, man, let me get a quick introduction
Proper
to
salutations.
the Godfather, the Gridiron, Big
Yes, sir.
Dell. What's happening, sir? What's
What's
happening?
going on? What's going on?
What's going on,
Everything,
Dell?
man. Good to see you as always. Good to see you as always. Of course, we got to big you up, Dell, and
No doubt.
also tell the public that you are one of the agents of music real estate. So if you want to get your music spins,
No doubt.
music streamed,
No
you're gonna
doubt.
see that man on the screen right there, and he'll see if you're talented enough to get them spins.
No doubt. See that charismatic smile? Don't let it
Yeah.
fool you. He don't like nobody. So you
like
better bring
nobody.
your A game.
Don't bring your A game. You bring your A game with that music. You don't like nobody.
Listen, he's gonna show you how much fire he spits when we get into this KC Bills game.
Yeah.
Well, damn, I think that I may be a little disappointing tonight then.
Why that is?
All that build up, man, that's hard to live up to.
No, it ain't, man. No, it ain't.
Nah, salute to you, Chief.
Your assessment on another epic clash between Chiefs and Bills, sir. Your assessment.
There was so much fuckery that went on during that game.
Told you, kickboxing gloves are off.
Yeah, man.
The officiating has just been horrible this season.
Mm-hmm.
And when you just make such egregious mistakes, Kansas City should have never been allowed to finish that play off.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and we're not talking about it right now, but in the San Francisco game, the play clock ran out. They still let them run the play.
You saw that, right?
It was obvious. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
On top of the snafu that the NFL put out with their Super Bowl preview commercial talking about Reba McEntire, Usher, and someone else is going to be at the halftime of the San Francisco-Baltimore Super Bowl on February the 11th. I mean, come on.
You already know. You already know.
Yo.
You already know.
I
told you to spot the fire.
That was a snafu of all snafus.
I had to go back and check to make sure it wasn't a time warp, because remember when the Ravens and the 49ers played each other when the Harbaugh brothers were both the head coaches. I was like, wait, is this a flashback? Oh no, this is now.
Yeah, this
Oh
is
wow.
Roger
Goodell, you're giving away your playbook.
Damn
really, dude? Really?
And you know, Detroit, you know how they say Detroit's in the middle of a rebuild, so I could see Detroit there.
Man, they don't want all the Detroit players and they annihilated Gators up in their camp. They want to make that clean money.
Oh my gosh, the fix is on.
Damn it, man. Damn it, Roger Goodell. Yeah, I might have to change my damn it, man. You can keep that though. You can blow.
I'm still keeping mine. I'm still keeping mine.
I got my own damn it, man. I got my damn it.
Because that last 3-minute drive just blew me away. I'm like, what are you doing? Run the ball, bro.
Well, here's the thing. They keep building Josh Allen up to be the next great thing. But you're only as good as what your coaches call and allow you to call as an alternative at the line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If your game plan says that I line up, the original call's not going to work, and I audible, I need to be able to audible with something that's going to give me an advantage. And on that drive, that clearly wasn't the case.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't.
In that situation, Steve Spagnuolo's homework was much better than the Bills' homework.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were able to counter what the Bills offered, and Josh looked obviously confused.
He did. You seen that, right? It was like 2 3 and outs.
Yep.
2.
Yep.
In 5 minutes, in the fourth quarter, matter of fact, 2 3 and outs. That's when I knew that it's over. Sputtering. He's sputtering.
What do you think about Josh trying to go for it all? Because he threw 2 deep balls, one of which Stephon Diggs dropped. That
was egregious.
That was a game leading touchdown he dropped.
Yep, mind you, he was catching everything else.
That was egregious.
Yeah.
But again, follow the money.
Yeah.
Follow the money. Who's the media darling and the front runner for the MVP right now?
Well, Lamar Jackson. We discussed that. We discussed that.
Okay, I just want to make sure you was on point, because I was like, "Who? What?"
No. Yeah, we discussed that. What was that? 2 weeks ago. If that man doesn't get the MVP, it's just an egregious.
Lamar's the front runner for MVP. Josh Allen is a media golden boy.
Yeah.
Who's gonna bring in the most advertising dollars? Is it gonna be Josh, or is it gonna be Baltimore?
The
or it's gonna be
darling.
Lamar.
Yeah.
No. In this case, they want to see Lamar.
About time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they want to see Lamar. Think about it. Lamar just got the biggest contract in NFL history.
Yeah.
He's willed his team to the point that they are now.
Yes.
It sets up a rematch between Baltimore and Kansas City.
Uh-huh.
And potentially sets up a rematch, depending on the NFC, with San Francisco, who Lamar blasted earlier in the season.
Yeah.
So the dollars are lining up, and you got to follow the dollars.
Right.
So in order to follow the dollars, somebody's got to make boneheaded mistakes.
And it's always going to be Josh, because he's cursed with it. Buffalo's cursed with it.
And it's not necessarily Josh, but you got to follow the money. When the money starts to line up, you have to look at it and say, here's where the dollars go.
Yeah.
Nature of the business.
Yeah, no doubt.
Sorry, Josh. We love you. You're a great ambassador for the game, But we need this max bread.
So why no longer Mahomes being the media darling? Because they got the whole storyline of
It's
Kelsey, Taylor
it's
Swift, romance,
yeah,
got that going on.
yeah. That's great.
Yeah,
That's all great. However, the situation is this: people are tired of seeing Kansas City right now. The Taylor Swift thing has been great for advertisers. It's been great for them to be able to cut to her and do this. And it's brought millions of fans that probably wasn't watching football. They've got their eyes on the game
yeah,
because of her in Kansas City. But that benefits one market.
right,
KC.
It benefits one market.
right,
From an overall standpoint, if they make it to the Super Bowl, which is arguably the largest audience of any sporting event at that time of the year when it takes place every year, it would probably have more eyes on it if she were performing, not in the stands.
Facts.
So they're going to want, she would be a distraction to the performers because her fan base would be like, well, why isn't our girl performing? She's a
Right.
bigger star than all of them. We don't want to see Usher. We want to see Taylor shake it off.
right.
So you've got a conflict there. But on top of that, Kansas City hasn't played great football.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
discussed that. Yeah.
yeah,
You said
They,
that.
yeah,
they haven't played great football all season.
No, they haven't.
They've won despite their deficiencies. They clearly, if it wasn't for Pacheco
that's
and
right.
that running game,
Hmm.
the wide receivers and their drops, Patrick Mahomes running for his life every game. They haven't played good, exciting, blow people off the field football that people have come to be synonymous or have come to attribute to them.
Yeah, yeah,
So it used to be Kansas City's on TV. It's the greatest show on earth 2.0.
yeah, yeah. Greatest show on turf, right?
Kadarius Tony ain't Hardman.
For sure,
Kadarius Tony ain't Tyreek Hill.
No, no.
for sure.
Juju Smith-Schuster, when he was there last year, he wasn't a standout. He's still TikTok dancing and dropping passes, which is why he was in New England.
Mm, uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
No
Dig it,
doubt.
dig
No
it.
doubt.
Let's shift over to the Lions Buccaneers game. So the Lions is still on their Cinderella story, and they're about to advance to the championship game against the Niners. And prior to what you were saying, which made a great point. I saw a potential upset with between the Lions and the Niners. Of course, they handled the Buccaneers. That was another close game. But I saw. I thought that I was looking at the Lions as a Cinderella story that's going to be saw through to the end, and the potential of an upset with the Niners I saw as possible because just from the quarterback standpoint, because Jared Goff, you got the Jared Goff storyline, and Brock Purdy is only successful under the 49ers system as we saw. He can't win his team into will his team to victory. He has to manage team in the victory on the right play calling and
But when has he ever been asked to will his team to victory?
he's never been asked. Yeah,
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 that's not what Kyle Shanahan needs him to do. Kyle Shanahan needs him to not be the dumbass that he was against the Ravens when he threw 4 interceptions.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my thought process with regards to Brock Purdy, that he is a system player. He's not one of those quarterbacks that could um make a decision on uh like I said, will his team to victory. Although you said Shanahan doesn't want him to do that, he has to stay within that system and not make
Mhm.
mistakes. So he's at that level where Jared Goff he's a little he had the experience. He had his trials and tribulations with LA, and he's back in Detroit. He got his confidence back. Dan Campbell, he's big burly, the big burly white boy. Got cats running through the brick wall for him, and still the confidence back in golf, and golf is on this fairy tale ride right now. And I see him by way of experience a bit more talented than Brock Purdy. So I can see him more of seeing his way through with Detroit. So hence the potential upset. Not guaranteed, but a potential upset being there.
I hear what you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to give you a couple of things that I see.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, Jared Goff's already been to the Super Bowl and lost as a starting quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's the better story when it comes to the Super Bowl? Former number one overall draft pick gets traded and goes to Detroit and brings Detroit to his first ever Super Bowl, or Mr. Irrelevant, who wasn't supposed to be drafted, last man taken in the draft, taking his team to the Super Bowl.
Wasn't that last year's story as well? Somewhat.
Yeah.
But they ran into a buzzsaw in Philly.
Yeah.
He got hurt.
Yeah.
He got hurt. And he's on track to be the comeback player of the year.
I mean, listen,
Mr. Irrelevant, last pick of the draft, took his team to the NFC Championship game last year and tragically got hurt. Came back early from the injury. His team is now in the NFC Championship game again, so he's potentially the comeback player of the year.
Yeah.
That story to me trumps Jared Goff.
And
again, the money lines up. Follow the money.
Yeah, no, and nonetheless, San Francisco's defense is gonna come for Goff heavy. So I haven't seen Goff in the playoffs so far get chased down like he's about to.
The Rams harassed the hell out of him.
They did, but he pulled out that W though.
No, he didn't pull out that W. They got lucky. Come on. Let's call a spade a spade.
He did get lucky. He got very lucky.
Yeah, Jared Goff didn't pull off any heroics.
He's not that guy.
They got some breaks.
He's not that guy though. But I mean, it's good. It's good for the city. But I definitely agree with you with the 49ers with the storyline, because their story it shifted early last year, and it shouldn't have happened. Like, they should have went further than they should have, but Philly was just that team.
I'll be honest with you. At full strength, Purdy not getting hurt, that may have been a completely different outcome.
Yeah, because they went to their who they went to
for this simple reason. And I'm a Philly fan, so you know that I'm being really sincere, and this hurts me to say. That team was more complete than the Eagles team that went to the Super Bowl. It was more complete. Our offense was dynamic and dominant. Our defense was okay at best. That defense could not win that game. They were down to their emergency court. Christian McCaffrey was taking quarterback reps.
That's who it was.
I remember that.
That's who it was.
That was crazy. Yeah, I remember that. But I think that just would have been a shootout where I think your squad came out on top.
You think Jalen Hurts would have been a shootout? You said?
Yeah. I think Jalen. I mean, his squad would have came out.
But that's why I say it could have been a completely different outcome.
Yeah,
could have been. But the way that things went down in that game, there was no way they were going to win.
Right.
Well, but we did see a rematch in the season.
You can't really call it a rematch because you got to look at who left, who's left. Two brand new coordinators in Philly, same coaching staff. They added Chase Young. I mean, that wasn't really a rematch. They were supposed to kick our ass, for lack of a better term. They were supposed to, because we did not play good football all season.
No.
We every win when we went on that 10-1 stretch, we won games by the skin of our teeth. We didn't blow anyone away. Anyone. We lost leads. We didn't execute in the first half of games. We didn't execute the second half of games. We never put together a complete game this season. We didn't deserve to be where we were. I mean, that 6-game losing streak, I mean, showed it. We had issues. We had problems. And then the way they addressed them, I mean, you don't switch your coordinator right before a playoff run. That's stupid.
That is.
All that shows me, or all that told me, was that you couldn't really identify a way to fix your problem. So we're just going to add some additional energy. And what was the result of that? Desai and Patricia were let go.
Yep.
Yeah. So what? Tell me what happened. Well, two questions. What's going on? What's going on with Slade and Bradbury? Because I saw them as All Pro, almost shut down corners, and is Kelsey retiring? Especially Bradbury. Bradbury had a bad season, man. He was getting cooked a lot, bro.
They asked Bradbury to be something that he's not. They asked Darius Slay to do things that aren't his strong suit. Bradbury is physical. Desai had them playing a lot of zone. Of zone. Then they switched up and they started pressing people.
Yeah.
But you can't run press coverage if your linebackers are garbage.
Right.
So you've got too many people flooding an area. So you either the cornerback is going to get sucked down into the hook zones, or he's going to try to stay over the top. The safety play was horrible.
Yeah, I noticed
I don't know what happened with Bayard and what I don't know what they were doing.
Kevin was disappointed. I thought once y'all signed Bayard, I was like, oh,
he looked lost.
Yeah.
He looked lost. And then Reed Blankenship went down. But in all honesty, Blankenship is just a linebacker that's lighting the ass. Our safeties were liabilities in coverage. They couldn't read a defense. Case in point, let's go back to that touchdown that they threw in that won the game for Seattle. That wasn't on Bradbury. It wasn't. He actually played his assignment. If you go back and you look at that play, I wish I could bring up the diagram.
Yeah.
Sidney Brown came down into the box instead of staying over the top. How do you come down into the box when you have a receiver releasing to the outside? Your job is to stay over the top. It was a too deep look.
Yeah.
Too deep look.
Yeah.
There was just miscommunications all across the board.
Yeah, it was evident that a lot of the times in the defense they looked lost.
Yeah.
Totally lost.
Most definitely.
Like the plays were being called in, but they just they didn't know how to execute. They just running into each other, bumping into each other, causing their own mishaps.
You can't continuously run a base defense, a base zone defense, when you have offenses that are running motion to see what coverages you're running. You can't disguise anything in a base defense. And Desai won't blitz. That defense reminded me of Jim Schwartz's defense in Philly. Bend, don't break, but they broke every week. Every week.
Bigger. So is Kelsey is that it for Kelsey? Or
We don't know.
Okay.
We don't know. Even he and he said it. The reports that came out about his halftime speech, they were all premature. He said it himself, and he said it on his podcast with his brother Travis. He said, "My speech to my teammates in the locker room was not meant as a retirement speech. You cannot make decisions like that while you're in that moment with that emotion going on. You have to decompress, step back, assess how you feel, assess what's going on with the organization." And he said, when I make a decision, you'll hear directly from me.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I have to take him at his word for that.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, either way, he's a shoo-in. He's a lock for that golden jacket.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
But here's the other thing in a nutshell. If you're him, do you come back during a rebuild even though this year was a disappointment? Because we're going to have a whole different offense because they're bringing in a new offensive coordinator. We're going to have a whole new defense. They're bringing in a defensive coordinator. We don't know what it's going to look like. Would you postpone your retirement for one more run that doesn't give you the look that says we could possibly go deep into the playoffs again? Do you make that choice? Does it make sense to you?
How many?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, how many years does he have on his contract?
He's got a year. He's got 2 years left on his contract, if I'm not mistaken. But they just restructured his contract to free up $2.4 million in cap space. They did that on Monday. So the fact that he's restructuring contracts is a positive sign. But ultimately, is it going to be worth it, or is it going to be smart, for lack of a better word, to actually come back? Now, come back and maybe make sure that the guys that are going to replace you when you do walk off into the sunset, make sure that they're going to be developed and are going to be able to step up and start and be productive. He's been doing that all along. So ultimately, it's going to be, my wife's having her fourth kid. We're pregnant again. I've had 3 kids while I've been playing. I've got over a decade in the league. I've made money. I have a Super Bowl championship. How does my body feel? And do I want to go through this? Do I want to be at the bottom of another pile of tush push?
Right.
Sounds like Tom Brady to me.
Right. For another season,
Right.
Yeah.
So the retirement thing, there's a whole lot of balls in the air that's being juggled right now. So I can't really say whether or not he's going to come back or not. Now, as far as the way the rest of the team is going to look, it's anybody's guess. It's going to depend on who they bring in as the new coordinators and what they install. If you look at this season, the play calling, the routes that were run, the sequence of play calling was eerily reminiscent of Doug Peterson's last year. And the reason that it looked that way is because during that season, as well as this season, Jeffrey Lurie said, I want more downfield and explosive plays. Downfield and explosive plays isn't what this team does best. It's a byproduct of what the team does best. The team runs the football. DeAndre Swift averaged 4.6 yards a carry. Gainwell averaged 3.6 yards a carry. Let's just look at Gainwell, 3.6 and 3.6. You're in third and short.
Yeah.
Whole playbook opens up.
Oh yeah.
DeAndre Swift, 4.6, 4.6. That's damn near first down. Or you're at 3rd and 1.
All day, yeah.
On average, all day. Your whole playbook is open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they went
Why
against the
are
run.
you throwing the ball on 1st and 2nd down?
Yeah, I was saying.
And
Remember,
the other thing is Jalen Hurts is really, really, really effective as a threat to run in the RPO. But RPOs don't work without the R.
Right.
If you ain't running,
Right.
it's just a pass option.
That's right. That's right.
And if you're going to pass, all of your routes cannot be 7, 8, 10 yards minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Slant. Devontae Smith had a 33-yard yak on a slant. They never ran it again.
yeah,
It was open all night.
yeah,
So when they played the ball.
The teams that are the most successful. San Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
What does Brock Purdy do? He gets the ball to Ayuk, Samuel, Kittle, and McCaffrey as quickly as possible and let them do their thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Jared Goff in Detroit. He gets the ball out as quickly as he can and lets Amon-Ra St. Brown, the other receivers, and he lets Jahmyr Gibbs. They get off. They get yards after catch. They make things happen because the ball is in their hands quickly.
Yep.
Lamar Jackson does not hold on to the ball for an eternity. He's not looking down the field for 4 seconds. Number one, because the defense ain't gonna allow you to have 4 seconds, and number two, he's getting the ball out of his hands. Mark Andrews, quick. OBJ, quick. Running backs, quick.
Yeah.
And letting them do their thing.
Yeah. The quickness. Yeah.
Just play honestly.
Yeah. What I noticed for me when I noticed against the Philly Buccaneers game, it appears to me from the outside looking on that Jalen ain't trust Quez Watkins at all. He was just solely looking for Dallas Goedert and Devontae Smith because
Quez wasn't open. They ran bubble screens to Quez. Bubble screens have never been effective for us.
Mm.
And Quez was hurt the majority of the season.
Mm.
Zacchaeus should have been in playing.
Mm.
I mean, because he's a big body, not quite as fast as Quez, but fast.
Mm-hmm.
You had no A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
No A.J. Brown. Devontae Adams. Julio Jones catches one pass and he's out for the rest of the game.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that one catch and then he was out. Mm-hmm.
I mean, and even with that, didn't run the ball.
Yeah,
that was a sight for sore eyes.
Didn't run the ball. If you look at any of those pass plays, there was no separation.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody created any separation.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen starts to scramble. It's like they've never coached a scramble drill. They stood there and looked at it.
Right.
And the end result of all of that is that they blitzed the dog shit out of Jalen.
Yeah.
Your receivers aren't going to win a matchup. We've got Dallas Goedert covered with a linebacker. You're not going to run the ball. I'm bringing a safety. I'm bringing a corner every play. Every play.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just that predictable.
That's it.
Because y'all remember, I was saying, like, listen, they're gonna throw the first down. No, they're gonna run the first down and try to air it out every other down, or every down after that. And that's what they did.
They didn't even do that. They ran the ball on first down the first series. The first series.
And they went away from the run game.
They didn't. DeAndre Swift didn't touch the ball again until the second half.
Sad. You had to know that you was getting fired.
And on top of that, Baker Mayfield played like Baker Mayfield, and we still couldn't win because of the horrible play selection.
Yeah, he was out there yakking.
For 2 games, Baker Mayfield was the Baker Mayfield that I told you guys about for the last 3.5, 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
He played that way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Indeed. But
Billy just couldn't overcome it.
Yeah. He couldn't come it. But listen, man, but we're here, and all of our teams is at 0-0. So we all of us gotta wait. All of us gotta wait till July. But so we gotta watch. So next weekend is the Final Four. Ravens, Chiefs, Niners, Lions. Of course, Dell has exposed the snafu, so we already know who's going to the Super Bowl. But we're just gonna watch it for entertainment's sake to see how it play out. See what.
Yeah, Roger Goodell. Don't try to clean it up now.
They'll probably try to clean up with some suspicious flags thrown and
facts. 3 sacks.
Some flags thrown and after further review, the 2 feet were not on the field, therefore it's an incomplete pass. Meanwhile, he clearly caught the ball. Meanwhile, Amon St. Ra clearly caught the ball, had 2 tippy toes on the field.
Right, exactly. So after further review, it has been determined that the line people that painted the lines didn't paint them wide enough, so technically he's out of bounds.
He's out of bounds.
Can't make it up, man. Can't make it up.
You're gonna see them type of calls,
We've been seeing those type of calls.
You know what I mean?
Oh man, you can't make it up, bro.
Oh man, exactly, man. So
who y'all got next round? I mean, besides the snafu, Detroit and
I told Travis, you know Travis, Vlad.
Yeah.
I told Travis last Saturday. I was like, look, it's gonna be a replay of San Fran and Baltimore.
Harbaugh Bowl, yeah, the Harbaugh Bowl.
Yep, it's gonna be a replay of that.
Yeah, I said that myself before the snafu.
And this time around, they'll let San Fran win since they're trying to make Shanahan the coaching legacy of the future.
Boys.
He's keeping the Shanahan name alive, just like Bill Callahan's son just got hired as the Titans head coach. They're trying to bring in that next wave of the juniors.
I saw that.
Is that story, the Shanahan legacy?
Yes.
Beautiful, Mr.
Well, I know it's a long shot, but I'm hoping. I know the glass slippers are going to fall off for Detroit, but I'm gonna ride that wave.
Listen, they had a
have fun, because I'm just gonna say this one thing.
Yeah,
Detroit is Detroiting.
And you said that, before the playoffs began, and
Detroit is going to Detroit.
They sure enough did drop the ball in the playoffs and limped right in the playoffs. Oh, and won.
Yep. Yeah.
They won and hosted the first 2 rounds. Good grief.
Yeah, I think Jared Goff is gonna get back to that stage, and I think that he's gonna shrink under the pressure. That's just my inkling.
I dig it, man. Well, we're almost out of time, fellas. But before we go, of course, we gotta do our Dabby Man, and I definitely got my Dabby Man for the night. We're gonna start with you, Chef. Who's your Dabby Man? My damn it, man. Go ahead, Chef.
Oh, the final 3 minutes of that Buffalo game. Can't make it up, bro.
Wide,
Ah,
wide right.
Josh Allen walks the team down to a 2 minute, you know what I'm saying? 2 minute, 2 minute warning. And all you got to do is not mess up. Just manage the clock. Get him in the middle of the field goal range, and let your kicker do his job. No, he tried to air it out.
You can't let your kicker do his job if your kicker punch out early.
He did punch it. Oh my gosh! No, listen, I don't know, man. I'm just shocked. I had so much high hopes that Buffalo, after that championship run they did in the 90s, 80s, that they would finally get back to greatness again. But you know what? I knew it wasn't going to happen. You know why? Because Buffalo's defense let Kansas City walk all over them. They couldn't stop them. They couldn't stop Kansas City. And they couldn't even put two measly, they had two chances, and it was 2 3-and-outs.
Hey, man, I'm going to tell you like this. Just like Minnesota, the Buffalo Bills will never smell no parts of a Super Bowl again.
I know
Minnesota went to the Super Bowl 4 times and lost. The only reason the Broncos won those 2 Super Bowls that they won is because they needed Elway to go out on top because Marino was a bust from that quarterback class.
Yeah, he was.
They needed somebody from the greatest quarterback draft class in history to have a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Dan Marino wasn't it.
Kelly didn't do it. Marino didn't do it.
No,
Gotta be Johnny.
Ken O'Brien definitely ain't doing it.
You notice I didn't even mention it.
Oh my gosh, man.
You notice I didn't even bring that name up.
That song.
Woo. Man,
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to step on your damn it, man, like that. It's just that you kind of threw me when you was like, I was hoping Buffalo was gonna get back to that. And come on, what do you expect from a team that has a mascot of an animal that never lived in that part of the country?
That's true. A lot of people don't know the truth. That is so true. That's so true. That's so true.
Make that make sense, people.
Yeah. I think that went over a lot of people's heads.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna name your team the Bills, your logo should have been $1. Because they make money in New York.
Hey.
But I ain't never seen a buffalo there.
Not
at all.
I seen a buffalo wing, but not a buffalo.
Facts.
Nope. Well, speaking of, we're gonna stay on the topic of Buffalo. Listen,
that's your David man?
Huh?
That's your David man?
My David man is pertaining to the topic of Buffalo because my David man was that Buffalo Bill fan who broke down in tears like he lost his mama. Yo, dude was bawling like he was at a funeral. I said, yo.
Because he realized that he will never in his lifetime see the Bills go to the Super Bowl.
It's becoming a common theme with them guys, man.
Oh my God. Yo, it looked like something out of a movie scene. Like you see your loved one get shot and he falls in the street. He was like, no.
Ricky!
Exactly. back. He's like, oh God, no.
Why, Lord? Why?
Yo, dude. Oh man, listen, my man. At the end of the day, he needs to see. He needs to watch us. He needs to watch us. Listen, my man Dell just told you this game is fixed. This game is fixed. And the fine print says NFL entertainment. It's
It does. I don't understand how people don't miss
entertainment,
that.
my guy. The NBA's entertainment, the NFL's entertainment. Yeah, we all fools and we still watch the game because we love it, but it's for the sheer entertainment for it.
Thanks.
I definitely may not ever see the Jets touch the Super Bowl field either. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure as I ain't gonna cry. But listen, I wasn't even born the last time the Jets made a Super Bowl. You know how many heartbreaks I witnessed? You think I'm gonna cry?
Facts. Facts.
You know how many heartbreak losses I saw?
Mm.
I ain't never.
Bruh, all of those bad teams we had to endure.
You know what I'm saying? The rich coat type era. That's
Me too. Me too. Me too.
Rich Kotite. Oh my gosh, there's a name. I remember that dude, Rich Kotite.
my man. You want
We
something?
had him first. It was like, what the hell was you thinking?
Yeah, it didn't work round one. I don't know why.
Oh my God, you want something to cry about? You want something to cry about? Listen, you know, oh
But they
man,
deserved what they got because they fired Marv Levy because he couldn't win the Super Bowl.
yeah.
You fired Marv Levy and he had you in the game 4 years in a row.
4 years in a row.
And then the 5th year, you lost in the divisional round.
Yeah.
And you fired him.
That's
The hell was you thinking?
Exactly. And things ain't never been the same, literally.
Yep.
Nope.
You ain't been nan close since.
Nope. Ain't smelled no parts of the Super Bowl.
You understand me? You understand me? This man took you there for.
Listen, gents, I gotta go handle something, man.
Hold on. Let me close out this show.
Salute. Oh, okay.
On that note, hold on, real quick. Del, you got a damn it, man?
No, my damn it, man, is Vlad for sniffing the microphone. You got it.
It was scratch and sniff.
Oh my God! Listen. On that note,
Smells like Jets.
on behalf of Del. Oh man, Del, the god of the gridiron, Dad, the chef. This is John, the drum major. Remember, whatever you do, make sure you love what you do so you can embrace the grind. WGR Sports. Till next time, we are gone.
Salute. I know I'm an asshole.
Mike sniffing ass.
Yo, salute, fellas.